happy Monday. Don't look at my background, it's ugly. It's so ugly. I'm gonna do my Lego. We're making a tree. I need to put this piece onto the base of the tree. Hi Momo, how are you? And then the fat green piece onto that. Hello. I'm great. And I put the tip on the tree, and then it's going somewhere on here. I moved my desk. I just flipped it around, so now I'm facing where my background was, and I'm probably gonna flip it back because I have to crawl under the desk to get in and out. I don't know how to put this here. My desk does not sit how I thought it did. How do I... What? Oh, I did it. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm a liar. I love Pokemon ZA. I've only played 2 Pokemons, but that one's my favorite. How do I put this tree on here? I don't understand. Whatever. I'll do it later. I don't know how to do it. Anyways. Game time. I learned how to do 2 separate camera scenes. Very strange that I had to put them in groups. I don't know. Maybe I did something weird. It was a great game. It's honestly probably one of my favorite games ever now. Does anyone know what I'm doing? I teleport? No. I already teleported, probably. I'm jumping this way. Or not? How do I get over there? What? Oh. Probably this. It's locked. Okay. Cool. Now what? Hello. Got any interesting info? You know there's a gate that's always shut tight here in Port Anagam. I don't know how to say the things in here. There's a back way. I don't know. I started this chapter on Friday, I think. Maybe. In the upper section? Okay. He was yapping. Up here? I don't know. As in warp? Can I warp? Where do I warp to? Here? Okay.
We're here.
Let's get going.
Thank you. There's a thing over here.
Come out, come out.
If anyone's interested, I have the rest of my year planned on my Twitch schedule except for October. I forgot that October existed for some reason. I'm playing Xenoblade 3 in December. Go to the abandoned factory.
What have we here?
Very exciting. I still don't know what to play in October.
You put your feet up over there.
This is freaky.
No, you fight Poppy. Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Sword back. Double spinning edge.
Well, that was not the way he was facing.
I no longer live in fear.
Spinning
There's too much happening. I just flipped my desk around. I have to crawl under it to get here and out. There's like a slight gap in between the wall, but it's hard because my computer's also plugged in that gap. My computer doesn't sit the way that I thought it did, so my plans did not work out.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Tora ready us here.
Double spinning edge.
I need a new desk. I would like to use my other desk, but it's very long. It would just be weird. This whole thing's weird. It looks so bad from the back because my cords are not organized, so they're just hanging out in the middle of the room. So don't get used to this. I'll probably change it back. I don't know how to organize them. I've got too many. Hey, I'm gonna fight
Punch
you.
forward, Rex. Mind you don't fall out, Gramps.
They're all over my desk. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to organize your cords.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive
Hey,
after all.
where'd you come from?
This is where we prove ourselves.
I didn't mean to do that.
Try to keep it up.
Sword bash. Hit it
Finally
now.
got something right.
Why not?
I assume these spiders are just gonna keep coming out of nowhere. So I don't know where they came from. I am going down.
If
Who's
they
this?
they shall get one.
Speedrunner. That's like the most normal name an enemy has had in this game.
Maybe we're not.
My thoughts exactly.
Vile blast. Did it just fart on me? Or what was that? I know. That's crazy.
With the power of friendship. The enemy's element is now fire.
I still haven't made more Xenoblade characters in my Tomodachi life. Did I make anyone this weekend? I made Chelsea.
Why not?
I made lemon meringue from strawberry shortcake and angel cake. I'm back. What the heck?
It'll be fine.
I'm back.
Turn it around.
He's too fast.
Hey, pay attention to me.
It'll be fine. Go somewhere else, why don't you?
They're always talking about some power of friendship. Level 82? I don't know where that guy went. Oh, he's over here with the level 82 guy.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
I don't want to fight you, actually. I'm gonna grab this. I don't think we would do well against you. How do I leave a fight?
Well done. Maybe we're not.
For an alpha prototype, you sure pack a punch, puppy.
These guys I can probably fight. Maybe. Hold R and press B, lane through. I'm gonna die, actually. I'm just gonna try to leave.
It's getting tough.
I'm finding it hard to care right now.
There we go.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around.
I'm still in a fight. He's chasing me. Stop.
I'm all
Well,
out of juice.
also I got new glasses. Forgot to mention that.
It's
My
fine.
fake
We'll get 'em
glasses.
yet.
Try to do it properly this time.
This can't be good.
Why?
Look
Who?
out,
Level
everyone.
85. Who is that? Oh god. I don't know where I'm going.
I am ready for anything.
I don't know where I'm going. Go away. Oh my god, everyone's chasing me. I don't know where I'm going.
I am ready for anything. I am ready for anything.
I don't think we're ready for anything. Is it this? Okay. I found something.
Come out, come out.
Why are there so many higher leveled guys over here?
What have we here?
Can I beat a level 39? It is locked. I'll try to salvage. If I have things. I think I do. I think I bought some. Is there a specific one you wanted me to use? The silver. Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm gonna fuck it up so bad. Fuck. I
Onwards.
did terribly. He actually didn't seem like he cared though, so maybe I didn't do terribly.
This looks like it'll be something good.
He did a flip. He's showing off.
Okay, bring it on.
Oh my god.
No,
Yeah.
you fight
Yeah.
protect Astapon. Thanks for the
Anchor
support.
shot. Make haste and retreat.
Please leave it to Toro will
Yeah.
do it.
Maybe why not?
Quicken arts.
Why not?
Am I hitting him? I think I am.
I'll blow you away.
Double spinning edge.
Try to keep it steady.
With the
Oh my god.
anchor shot. Ha.
Defense protocol activated. Thanks for the support.
Sword bash.
Defense protocol activated.
Why
Thanks for the
not?
support.
I shall defend
No,
you
I'm
to the last breath.
Toro ready as
Let us
you
make
ever
use
be.
of it now.
Please leave it to
He
Toro.
landed right on top of me.
Sword bash.
Quicken arts.
Double spinning edge.
Protect Astapon.
Make haste and retreat.
Why not? Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Sword bash.
Get over here.
Perfect
Double
time.
spinning edge.
I hate fighting flying enemies.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's getting psyched. Now
Better
win.
to prepare.
Poppy will
Why
protect
not?
Astapon. Thanks for the support.
Double spinning edge.
Spinning. Kata. Zuma.
I shall defend you to the last.
Oh wow. I died.
It's getting tough.
Or not.
Anchor
I
shot.
almost died.
Let us make use of it now.
Yeah.
Thanks for the support.
Thanks for that.
Steady. Drill.
Why not?
Jaguar flash. Poppy will protect
Prepare
Astapon.
ourselves to
Thanks for
survive.
the support.
Sword bash. Ha. Double spinning edge.
Oh my god.
Thanks. Healing.
Halo. Anchor shot. Ha. Sink it up.
I probably don't need to do this, but
Thanks for
whatever.
the support.
Me first.
Ray of punishment.
Superb.
Get him, Nia. On
Let
it.
us settle this. Superb.
Tora, go, Yora, go. Tora, right on time. Poppy Alpha operating at full power.
Enemy down.
Dinner is served. Nice
Dinner is
work,
served. What's
everyone.
everyone having for dinner? I want Salisbury
Nice.
steak. So I'm probably gonna make that.
You're all mine.
Should I salvage again? I'm gonna do a normal.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, I fucked up. I pressed the wrong button.
Onwards.
Oh, wow.
I'm back. Miss me? Ha!
That's all I got. Okay.
This can't be good.
Oh, and I got this
Look out,
guy.
everyone.
Steady.
I don't think I can do it at level 30.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not.
Topple them.
Make haste and retrieve it.
No, you fight Poppy.
Sword
Well done.
bash.
Maybe we're not.
Ha! Double
One shot.
spinning
Let
edge.
me take it.
Go
Finally
for it.
got something right. Steady. I'm on
Why
to you.
not?
They do take me a while.
I no longer live in fear.
Yeah. No one can stop us now. Ha! Sword bash.
Okay.
Double spinning edge.
Am I gonna get something like really, really good?
Now I'm fired up.
Tora ready as he ever be. I'm getting fired
Double
up.
spinning edge.
Ooh, I'm getting a new character soon.
Why not? Everyone's getting psyched.
There is so much going on.
Nicely done.
This game is really overwhelming when you're fighting things.
Farewell. Blade combo. Thirsty. Awesome.
If it's not a spoiler, you can tell me, I guess. I mean, it's just an item, so I guess it's fine.
Good to have you here.
Topple them.
Let us make weather.
Now electric.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it seems like I'm doing something good.
Sword bash.
A bit of a surprise. Is it like a reference to the first game?
We'll do it together. Stop. We're up, Gramps.
Ray of punch.
Magnificent.
Get him, Nia.
Let us settle this. Magnificent.
Tora, Poppy, you're all Tora right here.
Elemental burst.
A guaranteed rare blade? Ooh,
Magnificent.
Hit it. No.
I fucked up. I panicked.
Eye on it.
Cool.
Get him, Nia.
Here I can.
Aqua
Ready
wave.
or go
Excellent.
Tora, Poppy, go, go. Tora right
I fucked up again.
Great.
Why do I just need... I feel the need to spam things for some reason.
Now you know Tora and
Finally my
friends
turn.
serious. Ow. Ow. Spinning.
Where'd he go?
Nice.
Oh.
Sword bash.
Jaguar smash.
Ha.
Steady.
Spinning edge.
To survive.
So tell me, what's your body made from?
Huh?
Poppy could tell you, but then Poppy would have to kill you.
Oh. I'm not
Come on,
level
come on.
82. I shouldn't be here.
Up.
I'm gonna try it. Oh my god. Is this the way you guys wanted me to go?
Up.
Well, I avoided it. There's more. Oh my god, that scared me. Go Rex, please. Thank you.
Dang, it's found us.
He's found us, like we aren't running in the middle of this field. Can you stop chasing me? Thank you.
Come out, come out.
Oh, well, okay. I wanted to get that before that started, but I guess that's where it wanted me to be. Oh, not this guy again.
So we meet again.
I need to make him
Oh, it's Shallot.
in Tomodachi
Yes,
Life.
wait, who's Shellhead?
As ever, your comic timing is exquisite.
And you will address me as Zeke von Gembu, bringer of chaos, or Zeke, or the Zekinator.
The Zekinator.
Make your mind up. And what the hell is a Zekinator anyway?
You may have been lucky last time, thanks to a certain unstable cliff. But this time round, we meet on good old terra firma. If you think you can run from me a second time, you are quite mistaken.
Nobody did any running. And anyway, Charlotte,
What?
you answer to that now? I've been wondering for a while now. But what's with a cutesy eye patch?
I'm quite glad you asked. This eye patch conceals a power too great for mere mortals to comprehend. The Eye of Shining Justice. I am sworn to keep it sealed until its power is needed to save mankind. You should count yourselves lucky. It would turn you to ash in seconds.
I don't know if I
Whatever
believe
you
that.
say, pal. He definitely isn't wearing it because he didn't have the gold for a second contact lens. How poor are you? And are you that short-sighted?
By the by, what business might you have with us today?
Are you thick? I'm here for the Aegis, obviously.
Listen, Pam. I'm sorry, but we really don't have time to play with you today. So hurry on home, okay?
What's this? Were you so frightened by our power that you wet yourself, furry ears?
This
Did I
game's
what?
crazy.
You've got a lot of nerve, you one-eyed monster.
Nia, you do know one-eyed monster usually means...
Huh? Means what?
It's, Mithra, why are you blushing?
What?
Shut up.
Oh my god. These cutscenes in this chapter are just so funny.
Let's show him a thing or three.
I can take care of myself. No, you said Poppy. Steady.
Why not?
Maybe we're not.
Sure.
Poppy will
My
protect
thoughts
us.
exactly.
Make haste and retreat.
This one? I thought it was funny. I need to post my clips. I think I've posted like one clip in the past 5 months. On socials.
I shall defend you to the last.
Hi Crispy, thank you for lurking. For the human.
Dynamic spark sword! Break my heart with stratospheric thunder! Take care of ourselves to survive. Witness the power of dynamic spark sword! Take this! Make haste and retreat.
I missed! Stop doing that! He is very funny. He might be my favorite character. I haven't been getting many items in Tomodachi Life because I keep picking the big box because I want the lucky cat. I've seen it twice and I don't have it and I really want it, but it hasn't. It's been days. It's been like over a week. I still haven't gotten it. But it is good because I get to sell all my extra stuff for the clothing store. I got it from a tree. I think Mimi has a pet alpaca. Chelsea has a shark. I also still haven't found a favorite food or a loads. Favorite, I don't know, whatever it's called.
I shall defend you to the last, my Titan Crash.
Stop it. I gave Strawberry Shortcake a strawberry today, and she did not like it. Well, I guess she liked it, but it wasn't her favorite, and I was very disappointed. Help! And Lemon Meringue doesn't like lemonade, like at all. So what the heck?
Stronger than before.
Much stronger.
There we go.
You guys are even tougher than last time. However, your luck ends right here. Here we go! Hurrah! Bringer of Chaos! Ultimate Lightning Fury Slash!
Please don't kill us.
Come on! That was the same as last time.
Oh my god.
Pandy! Can't you do something?
Sorry.
Pandy?
You know my element's lightning. I'm not cut out for this.
Oh my god. Bye.
Seriously though, what's their problem?
What idiots.
Okay, Team Rocket. That was very Team Rocket. My chair keeps sliding backwards and it's bothering me.
Now this, quite the sight.
Production has been running non-stop, 24 hours a day.
Moe moe. Once we have first 1,000 ether furnaces, we sell them to Torna.
But I thought this project funded by Roderick
Pandoria?
from Imperial Senate. Was it not Senator who gave us info on courtships for Lila to steal?
I like her
too?
outfit.
That make no difference. We go where profit goes. Old geezer can wait a bit longer for his turn. Once war break out with Uriah, he get desperate and offer more money.
Chairman Banner's so amazing. Did not realize thinking about this was so deep.
First rule of making money.
Okay.
Mission complete.
Nicely done.
That's not my menu. Why do I always go to the map?
Guess the squad's dismissed then.
I'm growing stronger by the day, it seems.
That could be it.
Getting better.
Is X the map button in Pokemon? It also might be that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Chroma Katana and Knuckle Claws?
I vow to carry out my sworn duty.
Got it. I'll take
Do I
care of
have the guys? Oh, there's one.
I'll finish the job.
Where's the
properly.
other?
it. Got it.
Best of luck, guys.
At your
I'll
command.
take care of it.
Tell me why? Well, I don't know that.
Go on. I'll be in the other party
Best of
then.
luck, guys. I won't let you down. I won't let you down.
Sure. Go on.
Reporting.
There we go.
I vow to
Got it.
carry out my sworn duty.
Wait till you see me in action.
Something I played recently must have been,
Moving
I
out.
don't know,
Just show me the way.
X. Paper Mario? I don't know.
No!
Oh my god,
Lost
here
the
we go.
upper hand. Dang! It's found us.
Oh my god. Everyone's over here, okay.
No, you fight
I actually don't know if I want to do this. I'm doing nothing to this guy.
Thanks, Poppy.
It is good music.
Spinning edge.
Healing Halo.
No effect.
Tech Masterclass.
Not done yet.
I know something right.
Coming for you. Why not? Anchor shot. We'll beat them with the heart of friendship. Everyone's getting sacked.
I'm getting fired.
Coming for you. Ha! Look, you lick.
Poor Neo over there all alone.
Why not?
I shall defend you to the last. Let us make use of it now.
Why not?
I hope it's not good for me.
Watch out. Let us make use of it now.
There's so much happening. Oh god. Neo, get up.
Neo, keep it together.
Coming for you.
Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it
No
now.
effect.
I don't know. This is taking me a while. And there's like 3 more of them.
Make haste and retreat.
No effect.
Coming for you. Nearly. Watch out.
I know something right.
Watch out. Make haste and retreat.
Why not? Double spinning
Nearly. Coming for you. Make haste
This is where we prove ourselves. Why not? Gotcha.
Let us make use of it.
Neo's doing fine now. I think. Mhm. Oh my god, he healed.
Double spinning edge. We're up, Gramps.
Ray of passion.
He said, we're up, Gramps.
Ready or go naughty. Tora, Poppy, you're Tora right here.
Poppy spinning slash.
Finish.
The enemy's element is now dead. Anchor shot. No effect.
Stop doing that.
Double spinning hit.
We need to take
Did he
care of
like ya?
Let me take it.
Really fighting that?
No effect.
Coming for you.
Please leave me. Let's go.
Everyone's getting sucked. Double spinning hit. Why not? Why not? Nearly. Topple up.
Make haste and retreat.
Pandemic topple.
The enemy's element is now
Steady. Drill.
This is it. No effect. Much obliged.
I'm level 31 now from this fight.
Everyone's getting sucked.
Coming for you.
Nearly.
Better to be prepared.
Double spinning edge. Sword back.
I shall defend you to the last.
Why not?
Stop.
No effect. Sword back. Double spinning edge. I missed.
Let us make use of it now.
Yay. I guess I needed that to level up. I am surprised that I survived it though. This must be the abandoned factory we were told about. Datapon and Lila inside here. It seems likely, yes. Door is stubborn, not opening. I guess the security isn't a complete pushover. Search for different way in. No point standing around. Hurry, hurry. Yeah, let's have a look around. Could we perhaps enter through that window? We need to find a way up there first. Time for exploring then. Great.
What have we here?
They just don't want me to use doors.
You're all mine.
Got a ladder key. That sounds important.
And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were going.
What have we here?
How did she forget that? We just went over it. I have to go up again. Oh no. Oh. Okay.
What have we here?
It's like when you hide your key under your doormat. They didn't want to lose it.
Poppy power.
That's not good. Do I need that? Who? It's the map again. Why am I doing that? I don't remember how to change it. Manage blades. Maybe? I don't know. This guy. Somewhere. Go.
It sounds fun.
The scary guy.
Poppy power!
Focus.
Okay.
Up. Up.
That is a little silly. That's freaky. Doesn't look very abandoned.
Are all of these artificial blades?
Then Dadapon really must be?
What exactly are they planning here? Well, whatever it is, it can't be good.
When will we get a Switch 2 edition?
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
Just watch this, quietly.
Why is he gonna be so slow when I'm trying to fight things?
Stronghold!
Let's aim even higher.
My thoughts exactly. Yeah!
I was like, why didn't that top one? Because I'm not using Nifla.
Let's go!
Let's aim even
higher.
Tora is very handy to have around.
True that. You made a great decoy.
What have we here?
Poppy power!
Focus.
Wow!
Main ventilation duct. Spamming A.
Professor Tatterzo, speak. Speak, you give orders. If
Aw.
productions get more slow, maybe you
He's
ready
so
for
cute.
sleep time with fishes.
Reduce load on neural circuits by 20%. That should improve production efficiency.
See? It's not so hard.
Hey, isn't that?
Could it be? Tora! That you?
You
Aww.
really Dadapon Tatterzo?
Tora!
Dadapon!
That's so cute.
Tora miss you so much.
I miss you too.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks.
Who are all these people?
They Tora's sidekicks. I mean new friends.
Wonderful! They come here for you? You have good friends. Oh, that artificial blade.
This is Poppy. Tora make her by improving on blueprints for Lila.
Tora's so
Most
cute.
impressive. Tora must have worked hard.
If I may, I know there's a lot of catching up to do, but perhaps we should escape.
A very good point. Come on, Rex.
Right.
Not so fast, intruders.
Uh-oh. I gotta fight the cute
Muy
bird
bien.
guys.
Don't tell me.
Really now? You actually not realize it yet? Mooey Mooey give you information on purpose to lure you to factory.
Wow.
If we not want you here, you would never find this place so easily.
Meh. How dare you!
Master Bon is really angry.
Finally, I have chance to see his precious artificial blade. Now, take care of these intruders.
To fight a bunch of them.
Okay, time to take you down.
You fight steady. Victory will be ours.
What are you doing? I thought it was fighting the guy on the left. Am I doing anything?
The enemy's element is now electric. Topple up. Make cost and retreat. My thoughts exactly. No, I'm
Yeah. I don't know. Why is she the first one? I switched immediately.
I no longer live in fear.
The enemy's element is now electric. Sword smash. Double spinning hook.
One shot. Let me see you.
Gotcha.
Focus.
Why not?
Sure. Thanks, Poppy.
I'm all the way over here. I was better inside.
Tora can do it. Wicked
Electric.
Right.
Sword smash.
Tora will do it.
Double spinning
We can do it.
gotcha. Singular technique. Stop.
Thanks for the support.
Me first.
Ray of punch.
Magnificent.
You fight Poppy.
Get him, Nia. On it.
At your service. Begin.
Tora,
Poppy,
go,
go.
go. Tora right here.
Poppy Alpha operating at
Magnificent.
full power.
Enemy down.
I did that during the fight. Do I have to do it outside of the fight? The swap?
How can you be so strong?
Now we're gonna need some answers. What were you people plotting here?
Oh, ordinary business. We innocently must produce ether furnaces and artificial blades and sell to people who want them.
They threaten Tatazo and force to participate in production process.
Tatapon.
And
Oh.
next you wanted to get your hands on Poppy? You are a greedy bunch.
I knew as soon as I saw her. That artificial blade uses lost ether furnace designed by Professor Soso. That is why.
You quite right. Even I could never make such incredible furnace as my own Dadapon.
So you lured us out here to avoid making a ruckus in the city. Is that it?
Quite right, yes.
Mooey Mooey was part of group plotting to steal artificial blades all along. While he, my Dadapon's assistant, he sell information to contact in guild and had them attack laboratory.
What? Then it's all his fault.
We gotta
that
kill him.
Grumpypon was killed?
Indeed it was.
A contact in the guild. Could it be that the one behind all this is...
Indeed, it is I.
Master Banner!
You never do finish job properly, do you? You managed to lure them all this way and then fail to
Why are
capture
they
them?
so evil?
We're very sorry.
But I am nice, Nopper. You brought not only artificial blade to me, but even the Aegis itself. Once I have ether furnace of Professor Susu, I can produce even better artificial blades and make a killing. Then I sell Aegis too and make mountains of cash. Then I can feast on mushy mushrooms for life.
Gross.
Chairman Banner, I can't believe you would stoop to this.
You should show more respect after all the valuable work I find for you.
So, who are you planning to sell the Aegis to anyway? Torna, I suppose.
How you know about Torna? Wait, I remember you. You're one of Torna's drivers. What were you doing here? If you come for ether furnaces, they ready in ship outside.
What? You're selling those to Torna as well?
Not sure what is going on, but I will just beat you all up.
Don't beat me
Lila,
up.
take them all down!
Mission acknowledged. Commencing combat.
Tora, please destroy her for me. Muy modify her so she not even listen to Master Pom Patterzone anymore.
All right. Come on.
He's not gonna help.
As you wish, Master Pom.
He can't throw a little punch in.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Punch.
Yeah, let's go.
No. Under attack.
Let's aim even higher.
I like your attitude.
Spinning. Ha! Jaguar.
If we're distracting, or someone's distracting it, maybe. I don't know.
Analysis complete.
I like your attitude.
Adjusting pattern.
Double spinning.
It might hurt a little bit. I could just rip its arm off.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
My thoughts exactly. Everyone's getting psyched.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady. Make haste and retreat.
Spinning anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
Go for it. Why not? Everyone's getting double spinning.
We need to take care of
No effect.
Stop being invincible. My abs are gonna run. I'm gonna snooze them. Why did you snooze?
Make haste and retreat.
For sure. Double spinning. Hit it. No.
The tide of battle flows unfavorably. Magnificent.
Pay attention.
Is it to me?
Blade combo, thirsty horse.
For sure.
Sustaining.
Yeah.
One shot. Let's take circles.
Gotcha. Rise and shine.
Cement they're falling already.
Everyone's getting psyched.
Oh, I died.
It isn't over yet,
Someone's gotta
my
help
boy.
me, please, before you both die.
Ether barrier.
Stand up and fight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nia.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Maybe we'll get
May not survive long. Let us make use of
worthy opponent to destroy.
I missed.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all. No right
Oh
now.
my god, please.
Mia, keep it together.
Get up.
Hey, pay attention to me. Don't give up on me.
Help you. Sorry.
Watch it. Go easy.
Adjusting
I
pattern.
can keep going.
Enemy forces.
I just grabbed those. That's great.
Yourself together.
Mia, help me.
Fool.
Oh. Is it over, or did we die?
It's fine. We'll get them yet.
I
What?
don't mean to chide, but
She was
perhaps we
still
should
alive.
revise our battle plan.
Watch yourself,
Well,
Rex.
here we go again.
Why not? Yeah.
This is a nice relationship. My goals in scatter.
Yeah.
Attack.
Let's aim even higher.
Dynamite. Chance of success. 60%.
Nothing can stop us now.
What does this guy do?
Power spike.
Copy alpha. Adjusting pattern. Under attack.
My goals worthy opponent will destroy.
Counter. You fight.
I did that just in time.
No effect.
Under attack.
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Attack.
Everyone's getting psyched.
I used that at the wrong time. Great.
I no longer live it. Under attack. Under attack. Under attack.
Please don't be invincible.
Worthy opponent to destroy.
Dang it, I keep using it and then... Whatever.
We're up, Gramps.
Ray of punch.
Magnificent. Get him, Nia.
Here I can.
And yourself.
Magnificent.
Tora, go, go. Tora right here.
Magnificent.
Flash.
Chain attack finish.
Don't keep me waiting.
Whoa, nice. Perfect time.
Can you not do that for me? Please.
Yeah. Anchor shot. Ha.
Ether anchor. Missile.
Double spinning edge.
It's finally got something like Halo.
Why not? I shall defend you.
Stop being invincible!
Let us make use of it. Now, double spinning edge.
Under attack. Rocket Kid Master Beam's weakened.
No effect.
Adjusting pattern.
Anchor shot. Let us make use of it now.
Miss.
For sure.
Protect Master Palm.
Tori, you gotta get it together. This is your fight. You gotta get it together. Okay.
Anchor shot. Ha. Sure. For sure. Rise and shine. I shall defend you. No effect. I shall drown.
I'm probably just really bad. I don't know.
Why not?
Maybe it's my level. I don't know. Seems I'm doing better this time around, though.
Make haste and retreat. Thanks for that.
Attack.
Get over here.
Like a champ.
We're gonna need a lot of luck on our side.
Everyone's getting psyched. Why not? Go for it.
Well, I did it.
Much stronger.
I'm gonna pause it. There we go. Don't press A! I'm gonna not press A when I come back, hopefully. I do remember. Okay, I still haven't made new games, but I'll be right back. I'm back. Press B to resume, not A. I got a Discord thing. I think it said that I could play that game. My desk is shaking.
Comprehension error.
That Star Rail game. I don't know what it is
Your
though.
integrated ether furnace is not fully activated. As an updated model,
My
energy
camera's
throughput
blurry?
is superior. Energy efficiency not the problem here.
I don't know.
Poppy's Master Pawn told Poppy not to lose. So Poppy will win. Very simple logic. Comprehension error.
It's a gotcha.
And that is why you are failure.
I think I like gotchas. I don't know.
Lila!
Oh?
Do it, Poppy! One more attack and she goes down!
Wait! Wait one moment, please!
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, thank God.
Dadapon?
I'm sorry, Tora. Even if she no longer listened to me, even if she become weapon for evil, Lila is all I have. Only reminder of Dadapon Susu.
That's
She
crazy.
is my treasure.
Comprehension error.
What you think you are doing? No need to bother protecting yourself! Steal that ether furnace even if it destroys you!
Lila is...
You not need to listen to his orders, Lila!
Hurry and take it!
Lila's master pawn is... Lila's master pawn is Professor Susu and Professor Tartazo.
What?
Oh, wow.
She destroyed control device on her own? Damn it!
That's kind of sad.
I'm very proud of you,
Aww.
Poppy.
Poppy, Lila,
That's not how it's supposed to go!
I'm emotional.
What happened to activation of Rosa?
She ready when you are.
Good! Do it!
Yes, sir.
Who?
Where did they go?
Rex, let's find them.
Tora, Poppy, you take care of the Professor and Lila. We'll take down those scoundrels.
Okay, bye. I gotta go down somehow. Oh. Help. Get me out of here. I want out! Okay. I tried pressing that, but it didn't do anything earlier. Oh, it did do something, okay.
I feel a chip. I could use my power like this.
I grow ever stronger.
When was the last time I checked that?
I'll protect you.
They unlocked so much stuff. I don't know where I'm going. I have to go down.
Oh, this is where we were going.
Can I go down somewhere over here? There's a down.
Come out, come out. Up.
I'm sallying backwards. Oopsies. Hey guys. Oh, I fell. Or not. I could try to go this way. I can't go that way. Maybe I did sally backwards. Okay. I'm dizzy. where I started. Can I use any of these doors? No. Oh, I didn't mean to land on them. I don't know. That's like the only place that I can go. I'm confused. In the tower? Right here. Here? What do I need?
Okay, I guess.
Oh.
I hope things went well.
That's how it's done. I'm learning something new each day.
Right.
From strength to strength.
You can just go here, I don't know.
I vow to carry
I'll
out my
take
sworn
care of it.
I'll finish the job
I'll
properly.
take care of it. Sure.
I...
Go on.
Okay. Well, good thing I pressed the wrong button then. Oh, it has been completed already. Which one was I on? This one? I don't know. Why would they make the send button X?
Carry out my
I'll
sworn
take
finish the job
Sure.
properly.
Go on.
Let me demonstrate my leadership capabilities. I think it's about time to depart.
Just remember to have fun.
Okay, through. Didn't go this way. This is just on top of this. Okay. Do I need to break those boxes? I'm gonna fight these
Only
guys.
I was 500 years younger. You put your feet up over there. All right, Gramps? Why not?
Maybe we'll get out of this.
Topple them. Sure. Why not?
Tie up.
Those other guys not doing anything?
Wicked arts.
Yeah. Ha.
I don't have any other guys that have
Sword back.
what Poppy has.
Enemy in the mix.
Why are you running around me?
Damn. Found the enemy's element is now
Wings have retreated.
I no longer
Hit it.
finally got something right.
Magnificent.
Oh, I got a tank key?
Why not?
Flash. Just give me
Let us
one.
make use of it
Try
now.
some of this.
That sounds useful.
Raging tiger.
Why not? Sure.
That is why I started to fight them. I was like, maybe they have something, and I need
His
it.
element is now fire.
Wicked heart. Healing halo.
Work.
Ha! Sword back.
Do that. Jaguar
Topple them.
Let us make use of it now. Time.
taste the pain.
Ha! Double spinning ace. Why not?
One shot. Let me Take it.
Good hit it. No.
Jaguar slash. Proton edge.
Everyone's getting stuck. The enemy's element is now electric.
Ouch. Mithra, I think you might be overdoing it a touch. Really? I was really afraid of that.
I'm not having a bad time. The fight was fun, I guess. I'm getting a little dizzy running around trying to find where to go. Maybe it's time for another playthrough.
If they
Oh my
seek
God,
a
that scared
fight,
me.
they shall get one.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
I like your attitude. Everyone's getting psyched.
What is my hair is bothering me?
Ha! Sword back.
Well done. I'm finding it hard to carry.
Double spinning
The
edge.
enemy's element is now electric.
Topple up.
We can do it.
Just make use
Go
of
finally
it.
got something right.
Excellent. Why not? We can do this all day.
I could have taken them all on.
Hold L. I don't remember what I had it set to in the first one. I remember I did adjust it. I don't remember how far. That scared me. Both of those things scared me.
With this power.
I believe.
I'll support.
Not recently. At some point. Heart chains? I don't think so. I can get any of these. Oh, this one.
Nice one. Nice one.
And then for her... Did I get something? I can't get that one. Do some... Okay. Okay. What am I doing now? I closed the door. But I need to get in there.
Watch yourself, Rex. Just watch this.
Here.
Quietly. Ha! Ha!
Well done. I'm finding it hard to carry.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around. Sword bash. Double spinning.
There we go. Okay. I'm always spamming those buttons. Like, why can I not use them? Oh.
Make haste and retreat.
Everyone's getting psyched.
We're on a roll now.
So... I need help.
Pay attention to me.
Mia, help.
Oh, you can't do that. I could do this alone, you know. Well done.
I can't
Maybe
jump.
we're not.
My thoughts exactly.
Can I climb this? How am I not in a fight? Oh, there we go. I'm back. Something at the end. Not Toy Story 3. I did not like that movie as a kid. It made me sad.
Do it like I showed you and we'll be okay.
Just watch this. Quietly.
There was just a big hole.
Everyone's getting psyched up.
I'm getting fired up.
Ow! Ha! Ha! Sword bash!
There was a doorway on the left. No.
Let me
Hit it,
show you
no.
a thing. Jaguar slash.
Let us make use of
Why
it now.
not? Sure. For sure.
Try to keep it up.
Topple them.
Hook off, topple.
Why not?
Good kick. Higher. Just as we planned.
The enemy's element is now fire.
I'm on to you.
Thanks for that. Everyone's
Hook off,
getting
break.
psyched. Wow. Sure. For sure.
Jaguar everything.
That is the one with the teddy bear, right? The pink guy. I also never watched the newest one.
Gotcha. Double spinning edge.
Jaguar slash.
The one with the sport
Let us make use of it now.
Much
that
obliged.
I think Tony Hale voiced.
Break. Hook off, topple.
Sure. Rising though.
We can do it. Try cement this.
New enemy in the mix.
I think that's who it was.
Yeah.
Doors mid.
Sword bash.
Jaguar slash.
Topple them.
There's another one coming out.
Double
The enemy's
spinning
element
edge.
is now electric.
Everything going as planned.
Means I gotta watch the fourth one.
Sword bash.
I didn't know another one was coming out.
Did I do that? I guess I really am the best.
Let's take it.
Gotcha. Why not?
I won't
I pressed
sacrifice.
A.
I'm doing something right. Jaguar slash.
We need to take
The
care of
enemy's
ourselves.
element is now electric.
Me first.
Ray of punishment.
Get
June
'em, Mia.
19th is the day after Griffin's birthday.
Ready or go mighty.
Enemy down.
The enemy's element is now wind.
One shot. Let me take it. Break your
Hit
choice.
it. No.
Ray of punishment. Jaguar
Hook
slash.
off, break.
Why
Make
not?
haste and retreat.
Topple them.
Hook
For
off,
sure. Double spinning edge.
Rats. We can do it.
Gotcha.
wild roar.
Why not?
The enemy's element is now wind.
Everything going
There's
to
a
plan.
chest over there. Have it.
Finally my turn.
Now I'm fired up.
Fuck. I'm getting fired up.
Topple them.
It would be better to be prepared.
Sword bash. Ha. Double spinning
Bring it
edge.
on. Good kick. Just as we planned.
There's a bunch of stuff in here.
Treasure acquired.
Why are they just hiding treasure in these things?
Treasure acquired. What have we here?
Flora heals an aching soul.
Have it. They put all this stuff where I can't get to it without jumping.
Treasure acquired. Come out, come out.
There's actually so much stuff. Okay, now do I go that way or do I go up here? Probably this way. Or not? Am I stuck? Am I gonna lock the door? I didn't even try.
Okay, bring it on.
Please don't bring it on.
Thanks for that.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
I'm getting my levels up at least. I don't know why they're hating me.
I'm finding it hard. Let me take it.
Press the L.
Gotcha. No effect. His element is now.
He's enraged.
Make haste and retreat.
Try to keep it up.
Sure. Yeah.
Backward race.
Bash.
Even though my phone's dying.
Let us make use of it now.
Sure. For sure.
I
missed.
Try some of this.
Now who am I fighting?
Let me take it.
Sure. Gotcha.
Let me show you things.
Wind. Topple them.
Would it be better to be prepared?
Okay. Let me in. Wait, let me out. Right? I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Let me in? Question mark. I don't know where I am. Where am I?
Oh.
Going back down here,
If they seek a
I
fight,
guess.
they shall get one.
Since there's apparently
New
a
enemy in the
doorway.
mix.
Will that just take me in a circle?
Hey, look what I
No.
found.
Congratulations.
Treasure acquired.
I'm rich. Maybe I did go in a circle. Where do I actually go?
If they seek a fight,
stop.
they shall get one.
I don't want to fight. I have to figure out how to unlock that door. I guess. Can't just open it.
Come out, come out.
Can you get that for
Okay,
me?
bring it on.
Perfect. Stop chasing me! Stop! I guess I'll fight you.
Topple
Well
them.
done.
Let us make
Maybe
use
we're not.
of it
Sure.
now.
I like your attitude. Yeah. Gah. Sword bash. Yeah.
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Go
One shot.
spinning
Let
egg.
me
The
take
enemy's
it.
element is
Fine.
now.
Before I have to heal an aching
No,
toe.
I'm fired. Oh.
We're on a roll now.
Yeah.
Try to keep it up.
Yeah.
Make
We
haste
beat
and
them
retreat.
with the power of friendship.
He just left me alone. Okay, sure.
I thought this was a classy party.
It's not classy because I don't know where I'm going. But I'm finding a lot of treasure.
You're all mine.
It must have sensed
Stop
our
it.
skill.
I guess I have to find the guys that closed the door, but it's been so long, I don't even remember what it looked like. Didn't mean to do that, but...
Topple them.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after
No,
all.
I'm fired. Oh.
I'm getting fired up.
Sword back! The enemy's element is now wind.
Well done.
Enemy's element is now wind.
Gotcha! Raging tiger!
Splendid.
Go on, raise us some more.
Okay.
Come out, come out.
It is locked. It is locked from the other side. Why were they specific with that one?
Is it nap time already?
Please consider taking a rest.
What have we here?
This is horrible.
If they seek a
Stop it.
fight, they shall get one.
Stop it. There's just a window here. I found them.
I could do this alone, you know.
You don't have to.
Maybe everyone
There are so many guys in here. Oh my god. Maybe I should have fought those guys outside.
Much obliged. Ha! Sword bash! Ha!
healing halo.
Oh.
Pay attention to me.
Don't give up
May
on me.
not survive another
Watch
fight.
it. Go easy.
I apologize.
I can keep going. Yeah, I'm all
I died.
out of juice.
I finally found it and I died.
It's fine. We'll get them yet.
Where am I?
Properly this time.
Oh god, I have to
No,
find where I
We
was.
lost the upper hand.
What's this way? That's crazy.
No, we lost the upper hand.
Mailer runner. Is that his
New
job?
enemy in the mix.
I got this time.
It's
I'm gonna
fine.
fight you. I'm not gonna get in a room with a bunch of guys wanting to fight me.
Let us make use of it now.
Why not?
High up.
Yeah.
The enemy's element is now wind.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive.
Double spinning X.
What? One shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Gotcha.
I get on a ladder. Is there a ladder over here? That would be nice.
Come out, come out. Let's show him a thing or three.
Go get him, Rex.
Ow.
I can't see.
None of that.
Cheers for that.
Anchor shot.
Make
Well
haste
done.
and retreat.
Maybe we're not. High up.
I like your attitude. Yeah. Sword
None of that.
Thanks.
Fighting this guy all alone.
sight.
We're on a roll now.
Yeah.
Focus.
Anchor shot.
We can do
Make
it.
haste
Let
and
me
retreat.
show you
No.
a thing.
The enemy's element is now fire.
It's now fire.
Try to keep it up.
Back. Double spinning X. Yeah.
Jaguar flash.
Let us
Anchor
make
shot.
use of it now. Eagle eye.
Wicked shot. Missed. Sword back. Double spinning X. Hit it. No.
I didn't need to use this.
Now I'm fired up. Why not?
Okay, he has a train horn.
You're right.
Don't worry. I'm here.
No effect. Sword back.
The enemy's element is now wind.
This music is good.
I missed. Ha!
Focus.
Why not? Double spinning X.
Blind spot.
Sword back.
Wicked arts.
Okay. I'm gonna
No.
fight you.
We lost the upper hand.
Or I'm gonna fight the bunny.
Maybe we're not.
I thought I was fighting the other guy.
Hey, they did it!
Maybe we'll get out
Just
of
Double spinning
We can do
edge.
it.
And retreat.
Hit it. No.
Ram hail.
The enemy's element is now Earth.
Why not?
Try to keep
Why am I doing so bad right now?
No one can stop us now. Sure. For sure. This is when we prove ourselves.
This'll be over before they know
I think it's because I don't have Tora. Yeah. He usually has the ring around him.
Spinning edge.
I cannot help but admire.
Go for it.
Make haste and retreat.
Why not?
Poke off, break.
Topple them.
Poke off, topple.
Why not?
The enemy's element is now electric.
I didn't know I would mess up.
Poke off, break.
Topple them.
Other than he's cute.
Why not?
That guy's just hiding in the corner.
one shot. Let me take it.
Double spinning edge.
Just finally got something
Oh, I got
right.
the
Hit
key.
it. No.
Photon edge!
Why not? We'll do it together.
Stop.
We're up, Gramps.
Ray of punishment.
Get them, Nia.
Here I can.
Raging tiger. Enemies down.
Hey.
Remind me to hold back next time.
No way. We were awesome.
Now I gotta get it back down there. Did I jump? I'm gonna jump. I'm too lazy to take the stairs.
Hey!
Finally!
Where's Banner? Where did he go?
What's all this shaking?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow. Aura, I need you. I don't want to fight this thing.
What the hell is that?
That's her crown. Or her whatever that is.
How you like that? This is secret weapon based on blueprints of Lila. Gigantic artificial blade. Rosa!
You enlarged the design. Incredible.
Now you all bow before the power of Banner. Go get them, Rosa!
She does look like a Funko Pop.
This is too ridiculous for words. Come on.
I got rid of some of my Funko Pop. I never took them out of the box. They were just sitting there. I still have my Star Wars ones.
All right already.
I'm probably gonna get rid of them now.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive.
Michael, sword back. Double spinning edge.
We're the exact level she is.
Why not?
Maybe we'll get
Double spinning edge.
Do that to me.
Sword dash. Hit it now.
Bam bam rocket.
Let us make use of it now.
Where's my hair on my face? Oh no. Help.
Why not? Anchor shot. Ha!
Make haste and retreat.
Yeah. No one can stop us now.
Eagle eye.
Sword back. Double spinning edge.
I need Tora like bad.
Anchor shot.
Make haste and retreat.
I thought he was gonna like come jump into the fight and help. Yeah. Why do you only help when you need stuff?
Everyone's getting psyched.
You get lucky. Next time, not so lucky.
There it is.
Oh,
It's too strong for us.
Well, I don't know.
Allow
I think
me,
we had
I shall
it.
serve as a
It might have
decoy,
taken a while,
and
but we
then-
had it.
No! Poppy will take care of that.
Hi, Poppy.
Tora, Poppy.
Poppy? This energy's incredible.
Thanks to my sister Lila.
Her
Master
sister.
Pond, profusest apologies for letting them control Lila like that.
Lila show much more respect for Master Pond than Poppy do.
No need for apologies. You come back.
Poppy's
and
gotta get
that's
it together.
enough for me.
Sister, Lila did awful things. Poppy used to people doing awful things.
Who Poppy mean by that?
Poppy, Lila has one more request. We have many new sisters. Poppy will save them. It is my duty.
Aww.
Lila happy. Now, Lila has one thing left to do. Poppy? Use Lila as starter and...
Of course. Poppy's ether furnace. Using experimental ether furnace from Lila, it can be fully ignited.
But then...
Will Lila be all right doing thing like that?
At least I can do. Use the flames of Lila's life to save them.
That's so sad.
Now, Poppy! Show them your real power!
Roger that, Master Pond. Initiating QT mode.
Cutie mode. My hair is bothering me. That's cutie mode.
She managed to fully activate ether furnace. What?
Is this what she's gonna look like all the time?
She's still no match for mighty creation of Banner. Rata Rosa.
Occasionally.
You see?
Okay, time to take you down.
Thank you, Tora.
Maybe we'll get out of this alive after all.
My thoughts exactly as
Supper, that's cool.
Double spinning egg.
Well done. Maybe we're not.
Try to keep it up.
Double spinning egg.
Aqua Break.
Ready for Poppy's full
Am I gonna get a little cutscene every time she does it?
Sword back. Double spinning egg. Double spinning egg. Let's give him the full. We'll do it together. Me first.
Ray of punishment!
Get him, Nia.
On it!
Raging tiger!
Tora, Poppy, Yura,
Poppy cutie.
Astounding! Finish!
I didn't mean to use that. I missed. Blam blam missile.
We can do it! Try some adventure!
Double spinning.
Why?
I shall defend you to the last.
Double spinning.
Let us make use of
It's so loud.
Feeling stronger than
A
before.
worthy opponent to destroy.
Rest in peace, Rosa.
Justice always prevail!
Master Pawn, that enough gloating now. Now, maybe you too won't be used for bad things anymore.
Ugh! Banner's vanished again.
Over there, my lady.
Get him.
Hold it.
Or not. I gotta walk 3 feet over here.
Wow! World has
That's my
many
map.
amazing places in it!
We discovered good place.
I can do even more.
I shall wield this power. I'll protect.
Poppy,
Bulge Harbor. What? Oh, that's where we are.
You very persistent.
You need to learn when to quit.
Stop producing artificial blades! You used Grampy Pond's research for evil long enough!
But that would mean financial disaster! How much you think I poured into this endeavor?
Oh, okay. We'll just hand you over to the Imperial Army then. They'll be really interested in all the stuff you had Lila doing. And I bet that's not all they could dig up on you, is it?
Rex! I never had you down as such a conniving boy!
Me? Look who's talking.
All right, I stop production of artificial blades.
And you believe him?
That Nopon is still of use to us. Do you really
Not
have
on?
to interfere?
Have I been saying it wrong the entire time? Hello?
Petroka, Mikhail.
Oh. If it isn't Nia, Akos did mention you had turned traitor.
Nia know these people.
My phone died.
They're drivers from Tona. Of all the lowlives Banner could have made a deal with.
Lowlifes? Coming from the traitorous rookie? You should watch your words.
Don't mind her, Petroka. Not when we're standing before the Aegis herself. Ah. Truly the heavens must have blessed us that we—
Mick? Please, shut up.
Okay.
Okay.
The traitor, we kill. The Aegis, we retrieve. Got it? It's a pain, but that's the mission.
Roger.
There's so many big fights in this area. Other Team Rocket.
Mithra and Nia, they are my friends and comrades. I'm not letting you touch them.
You can't use your powers here. Ain't that right, Aegis?
You think those shadowy arms can lift a finger?
Everyone's getting sight. No
Dead ball. Hello? Why'd she just push me? That was rude.
Make haste and retreat. No way. Watch out.
I no longer give in fear.
Looks like a challenge.
At last, a worthy opponent to destroy.
What happened?
What? These guys are tough.
One's got weapons galore, the other's a master of defense. It's like taking on a small army.
Rex, I'm ready.
Seriously? We're inside a building here?
I analyzed the structural integrity. It should survive one blow. But we'll have to do it right beneath that crane. Anywhere else is too risky.
All right. Then let's force them over there. Guys!
All right, sounds like a plan.
Do I have to do that?
Understood.
No. Okay. Like, they didn't hear them just talking about that.
What? Blue flames?
Hey!
Honestly, did you not say you wouldn't be reckless?
Things got complicated. Thanks, though.
The Flamebringer.
As if we didn't have enough to deal with already.
Morag, can you push them back towards that crane?
Is she my new team member?
Or is that too much to expect?
Of course. Have a little faith.
Very well.
Let's go.
I guess.
Let's show them
I thought it was fighting her. Why does that keep happening to me? Oh my god. Almost died.
Much appreciated. No offense. It won't be bad. Much appreciated.
Come dancing!
Forget me. You're better than this.
I'm panicking. How am I supposed to get in there? I'm just getting hurt. There we go.
defend you to the last, my lady.
Anchor shot!
Watch thou! Make haste and retreat!
I missed! Brave fiend!
I panicked. I just pressed the first thing I saw.
Well done! Spinning This is unexpected. No effect. Anchor shot!
Yay.
Well, I guess they don't call her the strongest driver in the Empire for nothing.
Let's surround them with a wall of flame.
Bridget and Pyra together?
We will attack from the left. Can you take care of the right?
All right then.
Oh, hi,
We'll try to
Pyro.
match your timing. Then I'll switch to Mithra right away. Keep an eye on your sword's energy charge.
Yeah, got you.
Here goes.
Jokers. Trying to surround us? Not a chance!
Zumak, wired roar.
From the side!
Try to focus, Mick. What? Poppy, jetbiter. Roger that. Don't get cocky. Now,
Right.
as your striker, form the second. Radiance.
Rolling smash!
We're surrounded? Then we go up.
She's beautiful.
Oh. Okay.
No way. They're still standing after that.
No. She calculated the precise power output required. That's the Aegis for you. Remarkable.
Rest in peace.
I get it. You were aiming for their blade's cause.
Bad guys all beat up too! Why you pieces of trash! How dare
With all
you
the
destroy
cussing,
my
that's all you
beloved
could come up
weapon?
with?
I'll tear you all to pieces! I'll slaughter you all! I'll strike you where you stand!
My hands are about to run.
Stop! You can't use
Mm,
that
so
here,
sorry.
Petroka!
Such immense power. Just who is this girl?
Hold on a moment. Something isn't right.
My body? It won't.
You alright, Petroka? Ugh, this power. Could it be?
Hello?
Who's that?
So that's what's going on. That piece of Indoline scum.
Did you say Indol?
We're outmatched. Let's get out of here.
Like hell I will. I'm not done killing them yet.
We already
What are
got
you gonna
what we
do?
came for. And if anything were to happen to you, how could I possibly face Akos?
Let me go! This is why I can't stand you, you know?
You can give me a proper scolding later.
You're not getting away!
What does that mean?
That shit!
The Monoceros. It was right there.
Morag!
Lady Morag! Do not worry. It'll take more than that to dispatch me. They got away. Fan the Norn.
Goddess of the Praetorium. To what do we owe this pleasure?
Goddess.
Did you say fan?
Everyone's in this cutscene. What the heck?
It won't be long now. Nora.
Too much just happened. Oh, they're okay. They stayed on my team. So I guess that is my next character to play with. Yay. That'll be fun. I am done for the day though. If this actually took me like an hour, I probably would have started the next chapter, but I mean it's only been 2 hours, whatever. The person I was gonna raid isn't on. They are cool. I got lost and I was fighting things. I'm gonna raid Kyle the Pug. I don't know if I ever raided him back after he raided me. I'll be back with this tomorrow. Maybe I'll do all of chapter, what is it, 5? Tomorrow. But yeah, everyone have a good night. Stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.